Alright, what is going on? It's your boy Lex, and today we are back with some more Try Hard Ladder gameplay. This time, you might have seen this team going around. It's like some super reliant on Hat for hazard control team with my Rocky helmet set, and Terrafly is just a good emergency Terra into things like Great Tusk, which low-key are kind of threats if it's like a bulk up speed booster or something like that. Flying is also just a decent, just decent coverage in general, like versus a Dragonite or something. If like Terra Ground or I don't, something like that. It don't matter. We have a very standard sub Curum set. This could be modest and slower, but I decided to keep things simple. Outspeed Landorus, live Seismic Toss with sub, and then rest in special attack. Gliscor might actually be FizzDef score on this team, but I actually, I ripped this team, so I actually don't really know the exact sets, but I assume it's something like this. Pressure with spikes, U-turn into Kyurem, Toxic Spam on the Tusk, and then Spadef Heatran with Lava Plume Wisp. Earth Power could be Protect over Earth Power or over Wisp, something like that also works. AV Torn just to be annoying and be that guy. And then Alegza, I'm pretty sure is the set with Heavy Slam. I don't know if it has Crunch, it could be Roar Alegza, but overall this team looks like it would struggle to break some really fat teams, but Hat does a really good job at annoying and pressuring those teams in particular. Heatran is pretty hard to kill and spams status on everything, so yeah, definitely could be an interesting team, and we'll see how it goes on the very top of the ladder, and I'll see you for game number 1. Also, pace will be in the description, of course, and use at your own risk because I didn't copy this team perfectly, of course. Shoutouts to all my members, and I will see you for game number 1. All right, we finally got our first game. It looks to be a very standard looking hyper offense. I think I might have played this before. I think it's obviously Scarf and Nam. Could be Scarf Kyurem, could be Specs or Dragon Nets or literally anything. Probably Card Glamora, and then maybe Speed Booster Tusk, something like that. So overall, matchup looks pretty decent for my Toxic score, although it is actually walled by Glamora. Kyurem seems like a decent lead. It beats, like, Kyurem beats like everything. Well, except for this. This is like the one thing my guy does not beat. But we can just protect the Scouted out as they go King Gambit. I feel like Tran is fine here. I don't expect them to double out here because if you double on a sub or protect, you don't really gain anything. Yeah, okay, they go for Iron Head. Are we Flame Body or Flash Fire? We don't have a fire resist or immune, so it's probably Flash Fire. Alright, well, we're just gonna get rocks up now. Ogerpon comes out. I think we just hard Torn here. And try to force a Terra or something, probably. Like, they have the Terra to kill us. Ooh, okay, crit does not. And now we can go ahead and just Bleak Wind. Yeah. Yeah, Bleak Wind looks pretty free. We either force a Terra here or they switch out. They like to switch out. They bring in King Gambit, which takes absolutely nothing from that. And now we're going to go score and apply some more pressure. Okay, cool. Wait, how do they switch into this? Should I click Toxic? Is that insane? Loki is kind of insane. I'll Spike. I feel like Spike makes the most sense. And now I'm actually going to U-turn here. Because Score should eat a... Score would eat whatever hit anyways. And now I can apply some press with my Kyurem, which looks really annoying at this point, actually. We might even be able to Terra versus Gambit, honestly. Okay, they just knock off our lefties. That makes a lot of sense. Ogerpon was getting real low with double hazard pressure adding up. Understandable for them to do that. Tusk is in now. I think we take this trade with Spin. Yeah, this is fine. It's a dead Tusk now. And now they have to bring in Enamorus, I assume. But Loki, this Kyurem has done so much for us that... Okay, I was going to say this Kyurem did so much for us that if Enamorus came in, we'd protect and then stay in. But here we'll just freeze dry. Not sure what this Kyurem is going to do. Looks like Naive Nature Dragon Dance. So that tracks. We'll just sack our Kyurem here. And then we'll bring Za in. Kind of want a heavy slam. Predicting Enamorous or Glamoric works too. The heavy slam doesn't even come close to a KOing though. And now I'm red carded and poisoned, which really sucks. But what can you do? Maybe I should have gone hat first then. But here we're just gonna nuzzle. Yeah, that's fine. We'll nuzzle and try to sign noise. Okay, we do get the lucky para, which is quite fortunate for us. That actually matters quite a bit, to be honest, because it's not like I mean, I would have just gone Tran. It's fine. Terra Anem is clicking Stellar Blast here. I'm pretty sure I just score in Toxic or Torn and Knock though. I think we win. Yeah, like I don't even think crit would knock us out here because it doesn't get the immediate Terra Blast. But yeah, that doesn't do anything. A choke here would be to click Bleak Wind, by the way, because it would give them a speed boost potentially. So we're just going to click Heat Wave. Not risk any nonsense like that. And now Za should just win, honestly. Yeah. Za should just be a pretty straightforward win from here. Both Kyurem and Gambit will get smoked by press. Okay, Gambit's in. I guess we'll just click press here. Why not? Okay. So it looks like they're going to try to stall us out a little bit. Oh, which actually Loki isn't even a bad win con. But nah, it's over now. Does Kyurem drop the press at 60%? It might live. And then Dragonets is kind of annoying. Nah, but press into U-turn should always win with Terra score. So I think we're fine. Oh, okay, that knocks it out. I'm bugging. That probably always knocks it out. Sometimes it's got crazy defense. They crit us here? Nope. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. Alright, cool. Nice game one. I'll see you for game number 2. Oh, I just realized my aspect ratio has been off this whole time. We're at 1962 elo. We played someone very low in OLT actually. But yeah, game number 2 coming up. Alright, we got game number 2 versus BMF number 2. Fitting. They look like they are smoked by Kyurem. So they're probably going to lead Samurott, Sash is my guess. Red card, Glamora. Speed could be Combined or SD Valiant. Probably Combined. Dragonance, Kyurem. Adaz, or not Adaz, Idiza, Roar, probably. Just some initial thoughts. They do have a good matchup into us because Samurott into Hatterene is fantastic for them. It means they guarantee get a spike up if they're Sash no matter what. Or even if they're AV, they guarantee get a spike up. So we're just going to lead and try to freeze dry. I'm going to fix my aspect rate. Okay, that should be good. Okay, they're actually Scarf and they crit our Kyurem. That really sucks. Okay. That low-key does kind of matter. Because, well, nah. I mean, now when we come in and after spikes, we don't get a free sub versus Gambit to force a mind game. So that kind of sucks, but honestly isn't that relevant. Okay, Valiant is in. I'm going to assume it's not Swords Dance. I'm just going to go Heatran, and we're going to see what's up with this guy. Yeah, clicks Moonblast. Let's see if it clicks CC. I guess I'll just Earth Power first. Okay, they knocked off. So definitely not CC. Earth Power does do a clean to a kill. So now we can get Rocks up. Wait, what? They are CC. Wait, why wouldn't they click that first? But so good. Could be debond, but Torn doesn't really beat anything else anyway, so I'm kind of fine with this. Oh, 4 attacks. I've genuinely never seen that. Or I haven't in a long time at least. I'll hard cure him here. Expecting rocks to come up, yep. These hazards are so tough, by the way. Like, we're kind of fried by these hazards. I'm going to freeze dry, though. They're red card, and they just let that happen. They are psychopaths, but it definitely worked. We'll have to lose our hat, unfortunately, but we will knock out the Glamora with us. Kyurem is unfortunately dying to hazards. Okay, we're cooked. We're definitely cooked. But, let's see. Try to nuzzle this. Take free helm, sure. Wait, how did they beat our Za? insane. Wait, we might have a chance. These spikes are really annoying though. Oh, IDEF. Okay, they're Tariff Blast Gambit? Yeah, okay. Well, there's honestly nothing we can do about that. Alright, I'm gonna protect here. I mean, I think without that crit, it was definitely winnable, but now it's absolutely not. Because that Terra Bus is not doing much to Za, to be completely honest. Okay. We'll score and try to protect. Will they sucker here? That might be our only chances if they sucker. Okay. They're saying there's a chance. And they're like dragging its 3 attacks, Kirim. That's like genuinely the only way. Come on, come on. Let's get a miracle. Okay, they speared. Oops, sorry about that. Table was just kicked. Hopefully that doesn't break anyone's eardrums. Okay, so now we got some mind games here. I think I'm gonna spike. Yeah, I expected Dragon is there, so spike is really big. Okay. Wait, there's a chance. There's definitely a chance. Now we'll go for the obvious protect. As they spear again, is there really no way for them to hit us? They've got to be scale shot or something. Okay, they're freeze dry. That bounced off though. Wait, that actually did nothing. And now we U-turn to bring Torn in versus the Za 1v1. Is it sub Za? We have to decide if this is sub Za or roar Za. Because that really makes the difference in what happens here. Because if they're sub and we stay in and we keep our Gliscor alive, we 100% lose. But if they're roar, we win 100% of the time keeping Gliscor in. Or not 100%, we have to hit Toxic. And if they're 4 attacks, staying in, like keeping this is definitely the play. So, you know what? I'm gonna U-turn. I think we gotta hope that Torn lives. Like, I think Torn should live no matter what. Even if it's Stone Edge, as long as it's not Life Orb. As long as it's not Life Orb Za, which I think is fine to bank. Oh god, it's Boots. Oh god. Oh, they defense dropped. Are you just speed up, speed. Nah, that's so unlucky. They weren't even Stone Edge, but they fucking defense dropped us. Like, oh, that's so fucking unlucky. Wow, our opponent got super bailed there, but yeah, and they leave immediately. No GG because, you know, they know they got bailed like that. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next game. We have game number 3, and it might be a long one because we're playing against a very, very fat team. And like I said, I don't actually know if we have many tools to break their team. And if we get rocks up and they get court changed back on us, it's low-key pretty bad too. Because usually you would beat a team like this by wearing them down long term with knock plus hazards. But if they ever get court changed on us, kind of cooked. Alright, here I'm going to lead Torn. The good thing is Torn is so annoying for them. Like, how do they stop Tornadus, right? It's going to knock off his whole team before he's able to even come close to taking it down. And I don't think there's anything on the team that actually can take it down 1v1. So this will be pretty interesting. But at the same time, I just don't see a way that we break them. Unless our Kirim PP stalls their entire life. That is possible. So we'll have to go for that. Okay, they just lead Kirim. Since I'm AV, I'm going to freely knock off whatever comes in, which happens to be Ting Lu. Pretty sure this Ting Lu is a rest talk set. So we can just U-turn, I think. Bring score in. Activate our Toxic Orb for free. As it clicks Throat Chop, sure. Now we'll just U-turn. Core forces us to take this Helm Chip. Now we'll go Tran and we'll get a Will-O-Wisp because it's a guaranteed burn versus something. But the guaranteed burn versus the Pokemon that clicks rest doesn't really matter. We're going to take this opportunity to heal Gliscor up. Yep. And then, this will just U-turn. This should force a rest from Ting-Lu. So we can bring in Kyurem and try to make some progress now. Yep. Click sub here. Yeah, expecting Slowking to come in. We'll Earth Power, see how much that does. 33% on Future Sight. Should we Terra? Is that insane? That's pretty insane, right? But what else are we going to use Terra for? Terra keeps our sub up, but makes us susceptible to their team. Or their Kyurem is the issue. So I think we are just going to Earth Power, unfortunately. They get the Chili off. Whatever comes in, we're going to click. Actually, I might go for Chip on this Cinderace. Or I might try to Terra and knock this out right now. Oh, but they go for a U-turn. So we got really greedy there. They get to bring Core for free and make us take a bunch of Future Sight damage. So that was a pretty bad play, but I tried to force some progress. I actually thought the Cinderace would be non-Libero. So that's why I made that play. But it's all good. Ouch. Take a lot of damage there. We'll sub up here, though. Alright, this Ting-Lu might just Terra back and realize that now they wall us. Oh, okay, they go Corv. Interesting, interesting. I'm just going to protect here on the U-turn. Okay, they've roosted, which, whatever. Slowking Galar's in. We'll just go for another Freeze Dry. Okay, we catch the Ting-Lu. Cool. So now Kyurem is healing back quite a bit. That did nothing, by the way. Like, that actually just bounced off. That is insane. We're just going to spam Freeze Dry. They surely shouldn't let us Earth Power into them free, but they make a nice play there. Although, thinking about it, it didn't actually accomplish anything that they just did that. So, we're fine. Choosing not to Terra while only having one turn burned is definitely an idea. It's definitely a choice. We're going to Freeze Dry again. Wait, this Ting-Lu has to burn another turn and wake up. It might be cooked, honestly. But they still have their own Kyurem, which is such a giga threat to us. Yeah, the misplay of tearing instantly was definitely a little silly. Definitely. But we can maybe bounce back here. We just have to get lucky versus Corp one time with the freeze. And they have to stay frozen. They're going to burn a lot of our freeze dries here. That's the issue. Okay. Slowking is now in. I'm going to just... Oh, sweet. There's another free freeze dry for us. As they are forced to go to their own Kyurem. That's huge. That's going to do... Not a lot. We're going to Earth Power. Oh, they're just going to PP stall, so I just realized. Fair enough. That Earth Power does quite a bit of damage, low-key. We'll go Torn here. Maybe they protect or something. No, they just freeze dry. Okay, now we throw in a knock, though. And knocking anything is good for us. So I'm actually okay with this. Like, if they let Kyurem get knocked here, it's game over for them. But, so they have to switch. Probably bring in Slowking. Slowking is really the only one that makes sense here. Or Corv, sure. Now we'll go for a U-turn. Yep. We'll bring Kyurem back in. Yeah. Okay, they make a nice play and click U-turn there. Now they bring in Kyurem again. So now they're applying some good pressure on us, but I have a Za to switch in a couple times with them. That did a lot. Did way too much. They're going to protect. Yep. We'll IDEF, and then we'll press. Okay. Doesn't matter what we click, honestly. I'll click Cruncher. Okay. Dozo is in. It is leftovers. I think we'll Torn just to regen some up as they click Waterfall. Okay. And now they don't want something to get knocked. But, yeah. So I'm just going to do that. Wait. Now we can start pressuring with rocks, I just realized. Like, yeah, our team will take permanent chip, but so will theirs. Like, Loki is not even bad. Because we have Terra Ground Kyurem now, so we don't actually care about these rocks. Okay, Slowking in. It's gonna try to thaw here. Nice. So now we get a free sub. As they try to thaw again, which they do, unfortunately. It's all good, it happens. I assume Cinderace is gonna come in. Oh, really? Kyurem. I'll click Protect here. Yeah, I'll mirror your Protect, buddy. Sure. Now we'll click Earth Power. Wait, this is fine. Your Kyurem is getting real low. Like, I am down in PP, but that's okay, I think. It's okay. Oh, nice. We catch it on Protect. Now we can go for Bleak Wind. Now we can go for a knockoff. Try to catch the Slowking. Nice. Big knock. Big crit, too. It's really getting this thing low for us. And now Kyurem has taken so much damage that we have our Zamazenta to switch in, so we're actually fine. And Tinglu has to try to burn another turn here. It's not going to be too easy for them. Because we can just go Kyurem here, and I'm pretty sure Earth Power would knock it out. And if they want to stay in, they have to, like, kind of Terra, right? So we'll go for Earth Power here. Things are looking decent, I think. They're looking decent. Earth Power should knock it out through Terra, right? Like, surely. 264 special attack after Vessel of Ruin. Terra Ground Earth Power. Stab. It's not bad at all. Probably should have killed, but I don't think if Earth Power is not killing, then nothing else is going to kill Terra Fairy, Tinglu. So, it is what it is. That previous game lost us so many points and GXC. Jesus Christ. It happens. Alright. Cool. Earth Power knocks out King. Now Cinderace is in. I'm going to hard Heatran here. I'm going to click Lava Plume. Expecting Kyurem to try to come in here. On the U-turn. Or Tinglu. I'll take that. We can knock out this Tinglu now with Lava Plume. Oh, it's Terra Water. Okay. Must have been a roll. Okay, interesting. Well, now I'm just gonna hard Za. We don't really need to mess around. I can just click press for free. They are healing the Kyurem up, but it's now Terraless, which I guess doesn't really matter. But yeah, we'll just press. Okay. Now we're expecting U-turn, so... Okay, they don't U-turn. Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna double press. Nice. Catch the Kyurem. GG. Yeah, they expect us to double Heatran there, try to get rocks up, so they go Kyurem to try to catch that. But we don't mess around. GG to our opponent. Let's move on to the final game. Alright, we have game number 4, and we're facing Insult. I actually didn't expect Insult to be playing this OLT. Because he kind of goes on and off when he's actively playing and when he's kind of gone. But that's cool. Always like to see some hype players play. Kyurem, once again, looks like a Giga free lead. So I'm just going to do that. Insult is using a Bia team, I believe. Do I just sub here? We just freeze dry, I think. Yeah, Kyurem comes in because that's the only switch into this. 33% is not a lot. That actually chewed everything up very easily, but we should chew pretty similarly. Yeah, I was gonna say we can Earth Power now in case they go Cinderace, but I think Protect comes out and then Cinderace. But Doesn't really matter. Okay, King Gambit's now has a broken Shuka and the drop, but the drop actually doesn't matter at all. So we get a very free Earth Power again. That was a nice Dragapult though, because now they can Draco and forces out. Wait. Wait, really? I'll just protect here. Oh, it's D-Dance. Okay. We'll go Heatran. Okay, so this is like some Darts Will-O-Wisp set. Terra Blast maybe. Should be walled by Tran, but it could be something insane. But you know, we still have Zama in the back and Terra Hat. Like, I'm not too worried about this thing. I'll just click Earth Power here. Okay, Phantom Force. That's low-key scary. We're gonna have to go for Wisp here and basically lose all of our Tran HP. But now we can get rocks up though, which is cool. And Dragapult's basically neutralized now, so not too worried about it. Why'd I Earth Power the first time? I don't know. Doesn't feel like a pressing threat right now to me. I'll just hard Za. We don't really need Za for anything. Can I expect this to Will-O-Wisp us? Like, we're chilling? Yeah. That actually only does 32. And Darts might to a KO us? No, not even close. I mean, it is pretty close, but not scaring us at all here. Yeah, this is a very interesting game state. Gambit is chipped. Kyurem is really low. I don't know. I think we're fine. I think our Kyurem might just end up winning this game. Good play for them would be Glamora, I think, get a T-Spikes. So low-key because of that, I'm gonna switch out. Yeah, I'm gonna go Hat. Okay. Now we'll go Torn, I guess. We could also just sack this Hat. No, we'll go Torn. Oh, they crit our Torn. That sucks. But I don't think it really matters, honestly. Let's Calc Dragon Dance. Which doesn't even have a Calc set because it doesn't really exist. Burn Phantom Force does 51 to us. I guess we do have to go Hat and Terra, which kind of sucks, honestly. But I'm not too pressed about it. Knocking this thing out, this thing is like the only real threat to us, so it's fine. Like, given the state of the game at least, this thing should be the only threat. Loki, though, we can keep our hat. Like, I don't mind that. We might live a hit. But that seems like wishful thinking. Now, let's just sack this. It's fine. Okay, we actually do live. Wow. So if Draining Kiss connects, then we'll take each other out. But honestly, this hat is low-key annoying. I'm kind of down to keep it on some real shit. Now let's spike up. Fuck it. And now it's U-turn. Okay. Now we'll bring Kirim in. Now we'll just Earth Power. It might core change, but I don't even think it matters if it core changes. If it's a fighting move, we're cooked though. Okay, it's just Pyro Ball. That's fine. Could protect here. Well, I guess we should Heatran. If this is court change, we're fried, right? So we probably should go Tran. Okay, let's go Tran. It's fine. We don't need that extra 6% on our Kyurem. Let's not be greedy here. Okay. They go for a U-turn. Probably to bring Glamora in. Oh, Kyurem comes in. Okay. Well, I'm cool sacking Za. So we can hard switch Za. Yep. And then we can just click press, let this die. I don't know if there's any Glamora set that exists that could win the game for them right now. But we'll find out. Because I'm pretty sure this style team needs to be red card. Definitely not Court Change Ace because it would have clicked it versus Kyurem. They could try to activate their T-Spikes right now, but I don't even think we need T-Spikes to, or I don't think we care about T-Spikes. Like, I think we'll still win. Okay. Red card forces score in, just fine. We'll just Heatran here. They Terra Ghost and they Mortal Spin, though. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, now I actually want to keep Heatran. So I'm actually going to go back to Gliscor here. Okay. And now we're going to Toxic this thing and then spam spikes, I guess. We can even spam Tox. But I think we'll Toxic and then spike. Yeah. Now let's get a spike up. Okay, cool. We got our spikes up. And now, with that spike up, Kyurem is pretty much nullified, so we can U-turn into Heatran now. I guess we could protect once. Yeah, did we lose anything from protecting once? Not really. Okay. And now we can go Tran to make sure our spike stays up. It's going to be an interesting endgame, I think. But I'm not sure if we're favored just yet. I think we have a chance to be, but it's not completely there. Okay, successfully spin block as they drop the Toxic. Now they bring in Kyurem. We sack our Za. Just basically dead. Or we could just sack this. Did our Kyurem outspeed them every time? And based on how they ate the hits, I think we always outspeed them. Is Tran more valuable or Za more valuable? Probably Tran. Tran can still rocks up low-key. So let's sack Za here. Actually, that might not have been a good play. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So we're just going to freeze dry. They're going to protect. Then they'll sack Lando, I think. You have to sack Lando. So we go to 32, we go to 20. And then next time we're going to take spikes. Okay, so we have one more hit if we don't get double teched on by Kyurem. And we have a chance to get rocks up. It's going to be a crazy game. Okay, yeah, Lando is sacked as expected. Now we hat. If they U-turn, they die to hazards. Okay. So this comes down to just a straight double tech, I think, which is wild. All right, let's see if we get it. I mean, we made the right plays, but let's see. Oh, this is intense. Okay. All right, and we get it. So we win and we take Insult down. Wow, that was an intense game to finish this recording off, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you very soon for the next videos. Wow, this was an insane one to end on. I think I definitely messed up somewhere, but I can review it at another time and figure that out. So, GG's to Insult, and I'll catch you for the next vid. Peace.